I don't want that heavy.
Call the February 26, 2026 APC meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Darren Price,
Present.
Bill Free,
Present.
Dale Munson is absent. Tim Sparks,
Present.
Gary Naylor,
Present.
Robert Stewart, Ryan Robb,
Present.
Bill Mackey,
Present.
Greg Kefever,
Present.
Bill McDaniel,
Present.
Jeff Wessling,
Present.
and then myself, Beverly Rooney.
Okay, before you this evening, we do have minutes from the January 22nd, 2026 meeting. Do we have any additions or corrections?
Make a motion to accept.
Motion to accept the minutes. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Okay, tonight we have public hearings for the zoning code updates, accessory uses and related sections. Now I will entertain a motion to open the hearing.
Now, if you look at the, what I have for the staff report, I think because there's 4 separate sections, we can talk about each section. And but I think that since there's 4 sections, because you may not feel comfortable with approving all or rejecting all. So what I would like us to do is go through, discuss all the sections, and when it comes time to voting, do each section at one time.
Okay.
So such as, because we've done this a couple of times in the past when we've had multiple things to deal with that they're associated, but they're 2 different things.
Okay.
Related but different. Yep.
So we can open the hearing to
Right, yeah.
discuss all 4.
Oh, absolutely.
I move that we open for the hearing.
Okay, have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing is open. Okay, so first up is accessory use.
Because I'm pretty sure I got all the things at the last meeting that Plan Commission members brought up. Now, there may still be some other things that you don't like the language or that could be changed, but you can go ahead and do that.
Nobody showed up.
And,
So it affected them.
not surprisingly, nobody contacted me for copies and information.
And just for the record, because I can't see that until you end, there's no one here for public comment for the public hearing for any one of the 4 sections.
Thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes.
did Bill receive anything, any comments after it was publicized?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and after giving a copy and an initial meeting with Bob Hanson, he didn't have any more questions for me either. So, so Bob just basically wanted enlightenment.
So we finally did something all right, huh?
Don't speak too soon. Well,
Okay, does anybody have any questions on accessory use.
My, Tim, no, jeez.
Yep.
Darren, do you want us to close the public hearing before we start discussing it among members, or how do you want to do that legally?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you might leave it open just while you're discussing, because just in case somebody walks in would be the only thing I might.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have any comments or anything, or discussion on accessory uses, let's go ahead and do it now.
The only thing, Bill, right now I see is
Yes.
on B under interpretation.
Okay, which page is that?
This is page 2. B subsection 3. It refers to 153.26 subsection G. There is no subsection G.
Okay. Now we gotta try to get rid of a lot of those things, okay.
And I don't believe there's an H either. Yep. H is mentioned in B1 and 153.26G is mentioned in number 3.
Okay, what's the
Were
other
you
one?
wanting those to be G and I, or have you see H, G and H?
There is no G.
Right, were you wanting that to be that? Because you kind of skipped some letters.
Because you go FI under 153.26.
But then it's still, I don't think that still
Under
matches
section.
up with it, does it?
No, because it talks
No,
about
because,
installation of walls and accessories.
that's the wrong section information anyway, because we're 153.33.
Well, I think we still want to correct that on, we still want that to be G and H.
Yeah.
But then we need to figure out what one you're wanting that to.
Okay, yeah, because this is one that started under yard exceptions. So, and, really, a lot of the yard exceptions were really accessory use. Okay. Okay. Do you have any others along those lines, Tim?
7.
Fix that under 123. Did you go to the, you didn't. We'll go to page 6 on your phone. Yeah, page 6 too. Looks like it should go F, you don't want it to go FIJ.
Am I not reading it correctly?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And I'm in C2, I'm just assuming 153.37 is the correct reference because I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, which one's that?
C2, just it references section 153.37. I'm assuming that that's the signage.
On page 2. So,
Well, that's what I read it 4 times to myself, and I thought,
Yeah,
I better ask somebody else.
Yeah, signs 153.37.
that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I was talking to you, I agreed with also.
And then on page 3, I'm assuming 153.36 is the off-street parking as well.
153.33.
Very bottom.
Yeah, very bottom, number 11.
Yep,
Okay, thank you.
yep. Yeah, yeah, does it?
Okay.
Well,
So, go go
On
ahead.
the front page,
Yes.
We got that one too.
under section 1, amendment of Fayette County area
Don't worry
zoning
about
code.
that one.
Yeah,
We have on there 1993 regarding the amendment of the following provisions, delete and replace, delete and replace.
Okay, we can replace.
I don't know if there's supposed to be another number in there. 1, 2,
Okay, so it'd be
no,
4.
it's just a double typo of delete and
Yes.
replace twice.
Okay, yeah, that's,
26, 33, yeah, I'd agree.
yep. Alright. Delete the delete.
Bill, if you look at page 2, B1,
Yeah,
under interpretation, Is that 153.26, that's gonna change storage to H?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what we want. I think we don't need to have that in there.
No, we don't, I just crossed that out to delete it.
You already did it, okay.
Yeah.
Man, the myth, the legend, all right.
Yep, and I did the same thing with that, one and number 3 also.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I just don't miss all of it.
And Bill, just to be consistent, under that C2 on page 2,
C2 on page 2. Yes.
you would just maybe what that section is, because like on the bottom of page 3, you actually go section 153.36 off-street parking and loading.
Okay, all right.
I would just
Complete.
complete that piece of it as well.
Complete name. Okay, complete the name,
Yeah.
section name, all right? Name. Do that, okay? That's why I count on you guys. Well, someone's gotta keep me squared away.
We're out here, buddy.
Yeah.
Always easier when you get 15 sets of eyes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And then, on the bottom of page 5, Alpha 2, you
Okay,
get section 153.37, and I'm assuming that's 153.37.
okay, which one's that?
A2, that very last sentence on the bottom of page 5. It signs in accordance with section 153.37. I'm
Oh, yeah,
assuming
yeah.
that's dot 37,
37,
and maybe put the same as the
yeah.
C2, put the name of the code there as well.
Name of provision, all right. Okay,
Would you just get page 6, C3, is that what you just handled?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Yep, I was just gonna say, well done, yeah.
okay. Okay, anything else in accessory uses?
Well, I'm
Front
skipping it
page
everywhere.
at the top.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, if you guys are jumping around all over the place, that's good.
Sorry.
He's got your front page at the top.
Yep, you got area zoning code, Fayette County, and the city of Connersville, Indiana, 1993, to amend the area zoning code of Fayette County and Connersville, 19, so you got it doubled up there too.
Okay, 1992, okay, then the zoning code of Fayette County and City County.
Oh, yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, okay.
I slid right over that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
Bill, I'm jumping to page 8 for you now.
all right,
The top of the page, you've got section 153.33, and then you got 153.34. I think that's supposed to be 3.4, correct?
That 153.33 needs deleted.
yeah, okay. 53.34, yep,
Is he for the application for BZA?
yeah. Okay. Well, at least it's a lot easier to format things in Word than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible with that. Okay. Anybody else? Anything else?
So on page 3, number 7, where it says fallout storm shelter shall require a building permit.
Yep.
Should we add to that public and private?
I don't know if we need to or not. So either way, you still
It's
need,
just a question.
yeah, no.
I'm not sure.
Either way, you would still need one with it.
I would think so, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to add the verbiage to it.
No, unless somebody else thinks it might be necessary.
I think so, but. Let's go ahead, Jeff, question. Residential.
I think one thing I probably need to do is then, okay, verify other code section,
Yeah.
code section references to verify those.
Yep. There's a couple of them in there.
So so I tried going through and trying to get the right sections in some of these, but
And just to be consistent, bottom of page 3, 9, just put the section name of that in there,
yes.
153.24.
Provision, okay. Okay, did you have another one right there, Tim?
That was the only one I had right there.
Okay,
Bill, just something to think about on, so on 2, on E, when we were talking about
Yeah.
that, the Indiana residential code.
yep,
I don't have an issue when we're referring to state codes or other codes. I don't have an issue with just saying protection as per Indiana residential code.
okay.
Because my problem is whenever they update it, their numbers change. You see what I'm saying? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Absolutely,
That's it.
not a problem. That.
And would the same hold true for the ASTM code as well, and especially referencing a 2018 code?
And you can say, what you could do is leave that in there and then you could put like comma or whatever updated version of that
Or-
exists.
Or current,
Yeah, current version or.
Now that you bring that up, Jeff, for instance, on page 3, number 11, we're talking about referring to the local off-street parking. If that's ever updated, the numbers change, then does that create a problem if this doesn't get changed?
I don't have as big an issue with our code changes as much, because hopefully we'll catch that. But I have a dream of getting past anything that's coming in the future, but I have a dream of updating this whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I would just take the 1C out of it and just refer back to the actual section there.
Right. Yeah, the ones, is that what you were talking about, the 1C at the
Well,
end?
at least that, but
Yeah.
I was learning about the section number as well.
So I would think legitimately, or legally, I think that it's a clear, it's off-street parking and loading section. So if that were to change, I think we still have a pretty good argument that's what's gonna happen. But we typically don't change that section number, you know what I mean?
Okay, all
If we
right.
do, that would be we're essentially,
Yeah.
we're kind of redoing the whole ordinance.
I
Yeah,
see.
because
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, we're not changing, these that we're updating, we're not changing the section number.
Yeah, because the
But
one,
possibly change the 1C.
One
Or
C
take
could
the
absolutely
1C.
change, yeah, very good catch.
Because
When
one-
I was reading it, when we were talking, I didn't see the 1C
yeah,
at the end.
because it's just referring to right there. That would fall right in line with the project for, reformatting the zoning code.
Yes,
Right.
So so a lot of things will change with that. I
yeah.
wanna try to minimize any, there might be some things of substance we'll need to change at that point in time, but I wanna minimize that when we do that.
Right.
And I think there's something, maybe when Bill retires, maybe he wants to consult or something, but I've kind of thought there's no point in having Bill be a part of rezoning and redoing everything when we want the new person to really be their baby, you know what I mean? Like, this is kind of, in so many ways, this zoning ordinance is yours because you've been here for so long and kind of been a part of all of it, you know what I mean? So if we ever do it again,
But on the other hand, I don't wanna leave so much for the new director that.
sure,
they
that's
feel
a lot,
overwhelmed.
right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the, yeah.
And then,
But, yeah, well, so one is that we don't have a lot of demand for, as far as subdivisions go. But I think maybe is if I can put everything together that the plan commission is content with for replacing the zoning code part, is that maybe it would be then working on the, on the subdivision. Because we
What you trying
will,
to ride off in the sunset, Bill? Why don't you just try to take it easy?
Yeah.
well, unfortunately, I don't necessarily have that option.
Fair.
Yeah.
You're gonna have plenty on your plate.
Yeah, yeah, well, see
but,
what,
but before you go, I've got one more change on number 8.
oh, okay, yeah, well, gonna depend upon is the, what happens when I go to the council and ask for the transition money again.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
Page 8, the top of the page 8, you've got 2 different section numbers listed there. You got 153.33 and 153.34. Just take out the 153.33.
Oh, I think someone down there beat you to that.
Oh, yeah, maybe we
That
already
was
talked
him
about
earlier.
that.
Oh.
I'm just repeating myself now.
He's taking his notes and didn't
I'm so,
mark that one
I'm
off.
so old that I
Hey, man.
forget that I said it.
Then how the hell do you think I feel? 'Cause I'm older than you. Not by much, I know.
So just, because I think it's been a while since these guys have, so they're making a recommendation to both the council and the commissioners.
Correct.
And then the council and the city council and the commissioners will then approve it.
Yep.
They could send it back with changes.
Yep.
Or they can approve it in its current form.
Exactly. Yep.
And then as we talked on the page 9, changing Dale Strong to Dale Munson as president.
Yeah, okay, yeah, make those changes is, Tracy's still vice president.
She's still vice.
How do you typically do that? Do you usually put both council and commissioners on the same form, or do you give them a separate form?
Well, I give them a separate one when I do that. I added this so that.
Oh, I see, I didn't even see it back. Okay,
Yeah.
very good, you're a
So
step ahead of me. Never
Yeah,
mind,
so I
disregard.
added it both, I like to
Yeah.
add both of them so that the board members can see.
You're perfect, disregard, I didn't, see that. I thought we
Thank
ended
you,
at
I'm
9.
glad that's recognized.
Oh, we ended at 9, well done.
Did you just tell me it was perfect?
No.
No, what I did was perfect.
Oh,
Yeah. But you can change it into Bill is perfect.
I figured you would.
Okay. So anything else in there?
So are we making a recommendation on all 4 sections at the same time, or do we need to vote on these independently?
Well, I would suggest just doing each one independently. Because
Okay.
I
Well,
think it just makes it a little more clear for everybody on what's actually happening.
yeah, I think first we're ready to close the public hearing.
Make a motion to close the public hearing?
We have a motion to close the public hearing. Do we have a second? A motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Public hearing is closed.
And then, Bill, on the staff recommendation, it's got section 15.30, it should be 153.30.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
3.3, oh, you're talking about the one for manufacturing.
For
homes?
manufacturing home permitted, yep.
Yes.
And
Okay.
same thing in the top line up there as well.
Yep. Alright.
I think you have it right over here, yeah. You have it right on the recommendation.
Okay. Okay, you had someone make a recommendation?
You have it listed twice, I think? 533, 532630, and,
Oh, 30 is, two of them, isn't it?
yeah, two of them. The second one should be temporary uses,
Yeah.
1534.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
And of course, we no longer have Daryl Drew with us. We've got the new and improved version. And you can tell Daryl we said that.
I'm sure he's heartbroken to miss out on these.
Okay, so we're ready to move ahead here.
You want a motion on per four, or per
Yes.
section?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's please do it that way.
Mr. President, I move that we approve and send, section 153.33 accessory use, to the commissioners and the city council for their, approval.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Okay. Next up is section 153.26, yard exceptions.
Mr. President, I recommend approving section 153.26, sending it to commissioners and city council.
Okay, we have a motion, and do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Okay, section 115.30,
That should be
26.
153.30, isn't it?
oh, that should be 153.30.
That's manufactured home is 30.
Yeah. Okay,
Yard exceptions is 26.
section 153.30, manufactured homes,
Make a motion to approve to county commissioners and city council 153.30 manufactured home permits.
okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign.
Okay, who seconded that?
Gary.
Gary, okay.
And then finally, 153.34, temporary uses.
Make a motion to approve to commissioners and city council 153.34 temporary uses.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Okay.
So I will then put together the actual, clean things up with this, and I'll make use of the, signature page from, Bev has down there.
This is kind of jumbled.
Okay, next up is the director's report.
Yeah. It's as far as permits for last month, and it's also so far this month, they've been slow, and the bulk of the, we tend to have a lot of, more electric permits for electric upgrades as other things slow down and, building costs go up with other things. So a lot of people then are, that building, we see more people want to upgrade, mechanical systems, especially electrical.
Yeah, see that in the listing there. Okay, does anybody have any questions on the director's report?
Motion to accept the director's report is presented.
Okay, we have a motion to accept the director's report. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Okay. Anybody have anything else to come before the commission this evening? Okay, if not, I will.
Mr. President, what we talked about earlier, I don't know how we want to address it, whether some of the counties are putting on a moratorium on the data centers until we can try to discuss it, but I think we need to be out in front instead of behind
Okay.
the 8 ball on it, and I don't know whether that recommendation for a moratorium has to come from the commissioners, or whether we can send it to the commissioners.
It does have to come from one of the elected bodies. Commissioners or council would have to initiate.
We can initiate that.
We
So
can
it's-
initiate it,
It's
okay.
just like, so a moratorium where people get in trouble is they think that that you can just, the governing body can just do it. That's not the case. It's effectively a zoning change. So it's no different than what you just did.
Okay.
So you can initiate it, the commissioners can initiate it. The important thing is you have a public hearing and both sides, we send a recommendation and they have the final say.
Like we did with the solar. It was a public
Just like you do
hearing.
with the solar, just like we do with the ordinances today.
Yeah, okay. Do you know the feelings of the commissioners, Jeff?
I'm not prepared, especially without Dale Munson here, I'm not prepared to
Okay.
say that, yeah.
I didn't know whether they were talking in that
They
direction
meet
to
next
send to us.
Tuesday, and I can have a conversation with them to see if they wanna, initiate that or go.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah, or do we want to send a recommendation to them for next Tuesday, or?
Well, your thing would be to do, do you want them to look into it, or,
Right,
We
that's
have to
what I
have a
mean.
public hearing and all
Yeah.
those things, so.
Yeah. So I guess that's the question I'm throwing out. Do we want to send a recommendation to the commissioners for them to consider a moratorium, or how do we want to address the data center issues as a board?
Yeah, because I'm at the point right now, for example, is that I don't know enough to have a positive or negative opinion on it.
And I'm the same way, but I just don't,
The city's doing a fact finding on it right now.
okay.
And that's all where we're at right at the moment.
But I guess my question is, if someone comes in to your office tomorrow with a permit application, we don't have any language in place to stop it or push it through.
I would disagree with that, I think we do have,
Okay,
I don't know that it's a permitted use.
okay, that's what I was getting at.
Because someone would have to make an argument for the most closely related use, which would probably be one of the types of, would probably have to be, whether it's utility related or something else, because I don't know if I think that'd be too much of a stretch. But it's that, what are the special exceptions you have? And I understand why the language is in there, or whichever one most closely captures that, which is what we did with the Reed Hospital as the clinic. It wasn't a hospital, but the language for those type of uses is now ambulatory center. So and so it really wasn't a hospital, which is why the best way to deal with it was they did in as basically clinics. Emergency room and
So
clinics.
what I can do is, it sounds like you guys have interest in drafting an ordinance and potentially having a moratorium until we have that done. I can advise the commissioners of that and see if they want to address that
Okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
My guess would be that they would send that to you guys to initiate that. They typically have you guys have the public hearings and those kind of things.
Right.
Yeah, so
And
if, so if there were
Is there
to,
anything from the state code that's guidance already, identified for the state of Indiana?
Regarding,
Data centers.
oh, that stuff was pulled. Yeah, because of there's a lot of resistance from all over the state with them.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
that's
get
why the language that they had, which is essentially is,
I'm talking about the House bill that was about going to take away
Yeah.
a lot of your guys'
Yeah,
power,
power,
authority. That
okay.
was, the House passed it, shockingly. The Senate, turned it
Turned it
down.
down? Okay, good.
which I was glad
Because
about.
that
Yeah,
was one.
1333 was there.
That was terrifying.
Yes.
It was.
Senate Bill 1 was terrifying.
And
This one might even be
This,
worse.
it would have been
what,
worse.
what upset me was the fact that it was the leadership that refused to get it corrected before it was voted on by the total House.
Yeah, it's yeah, because it
Because they
was,
wanted to amend it.
I don't
in the
think it's
House.
dead either, just as a heads up, guys. I don't think it's dead, so.
yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't think it's dead.
Oh, no,
I
I'm
don't-
sure-
you know,
it probably
I
is.
think it still will go on to discussions and stuff, and
At some
it will
point,
significantly impact
Yeah.
our ability to regulate.
To regulate.
But right now, I've been assured that the Senate's not gonna approve it as written.
Yeah, they rejected it as written, which is good, because
so,
Because they want, and the author of the bill wants the local control back. To
of
the,
course.
and he tried to get it amended and corrected, and leadership wouldn't let
You're
him.
saying the author of the bill wants that? Because that's the exact opposite of what the bill did.
It,
Did
what,
he not understand what he drafted, or?
no, it didn't, it got amended.
Oh, I see what you're saying. His original, I didn't follow the
His
path.
original bill.
His
got
original
amended.
draft got amended into it,
Committee.
and it went to the opposite of what he has regulated.
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay.
presented the opposite.
yeah.
I
Well,
did not know
Yeah,
that.
'cause that
That's
was-
good, okay.
and.
Because I did quite a bit of research on it, and I talked with Lindsay about it.
Very good, well, very good.
Yeah, 'cause one of my concerns also with the language is that
Bless you.
you could conceivably put just about anything in that, the way it was written.
Yeah.
Because it was written in a way, although it's primarily referencing data centers, but it could apply to other things,
Well,
such as solar, windmills,
Yeah.
and confined feeding.
Yeah.
So,
but what the author of the bill originally was trying to do was to prevent, I think in the state of Indiana, they recognize 8 levels of ag zoning. We only recognize 2 in our county, but throughout the state, they recognize 8. I think the first 4 levels of ag, he was trying to write language to prevent anything like solar or wind or anything but agriculture to go into those 4 zonings. Well, it got amended, they shoved some of that other stuff in to take away power of the local governments, and that wasn't his intent. So they tried to correct it before it got out of committee, and leadership wouldn't let him. Said there wasn't enough time. And so they were promised by the, what do they call, the sponsors of the Senate promised them that they would, okay, once it gets to the Senate, if it gets out of committee, we'll correct it. And there was so much public
it's a little angry.
opinion on it that the Senate says, we're not even gonna touch it. We're just gonna let it die.
Yeah.
But they're scared to death that it'll take them a year and a half or more to get more language back in the state to protect this ag ground.
Yeah, and I would agree with Gary in terms of, until we do enough feasibility review of the impact in the community, that I don't feel we need to be rushing through it immediately.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, So
Because
it's,
I know a lot of, especially in the communities in Ohio are really pushing, they're putting one-year moratoriums on everything until they can do the feasibility studies with everything associated with that as well, so. But I know the one over by Wilmington got, ramrodded down through them pretty quickly.
Really?
And I know that a couple of others, was going into an old electric, plant, along I think around New Richmond area. They're talking about that in Ohio, and then another one was, being looked at in Kentucky as well, close to water resource, which is the big kicker associated with some of these as well.
Well, it seems to me like the data centers are just like what we went through years ago with landfills. If we're gonna have the technology, we've gotta have the data centers, but nobody wants it in their backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
The landfills were the same way. Well, we want landfills, but we don't want it in my backyard.
in the early nineties, it was cell towers.
And cell towers was another issue. Nobody wanted cell tower, but they wanted to be able to use their cell phone, and so I just wanna make sure that, I guess what I'm concerned with is if we don't have language in our ordinance, are we protected until we get language? I wanna make sure that someone can't come in and force your hand, Bill, to issue a permit,
Yep.
to allow one if we don't have language.
No, I'm,
And Jeff, if I understand you right, you're saying no, he can't do that.
I'm saying it's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm from a legal standpoint.
I'm saying we would fight that, but that's not saying that somebody else won't fight it the other way.
and it could be a
Well,
very,
that's
it could be a
that's
very
purpose of
expensive
court.
fight, so.
If your goal is to not have any applications until we have the proper ordinance in place, then a moratorium is a much stronger argument.
Okay, that's what I was, okay.
Yeah, and I think
But
this one is,
Just
then
like
what
the
is the
solar,
time
you can't just put a moratorium and sit back on your.
Yeah, Tuesday,
heels.
the commissioners can't just say, we're gonna put a moratorium in.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
It's
we have
it's-
to actively work.
The courts have held you're changing the zoning code. So you do it just like any other zoning code change. If you want to change setbacks in a yard setback in a residential zone, we gotta go through the same process as we would for a moratorium.
Now, what can happen is, so if commissioners decide, let's go ahead, I can then have something ready for you guys then for March.
Okay.
And we could even have, you get with Darren and Darren could set it for, he could request that it be set for a public hearing.
Yep,
In March,
Yeah.
even, yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
We have
great.
to have, so for a public hearing, we have to give 10 days notice and.
And that's it, yeah. We don't have to go through a public meeting first.
No, you guys are kind of essentially saying if the commissioners want you to, you're desiring to have a public hearing
In
already.
March, okay.
Yeah.
And Darren, Mr. Price can, as president, can go ahead and authorize Bill to advertise for that.
Yes.
Great.
Now, that's all pending, the commissioners, they're the elected officials. If they say, hey, we don't want to, then you guys,
We're-
Yeah.
Well,
Then we're paying
what I
the
can try to do then is then get it ready because, of course, with the newspaper down to just Wednesdays, things need to be submitted a week sooner than they were before, which is why I changed that to, well, I need 4 weeks,
And that would give,
for, as your drop dead date for, petition.
we're probably,
But if you get something from the commissioners on Tuesday, we can still do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
Tuesday's March 3rd, and then, we meet
don't
again
meet
on the 26th.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's a,
So what it would have to be then would be the 2 Wednesdays before the public hearing, is what we would need.
So by the 11th.
11th.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. All right, if there's nothing else, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second. That's what that corner desk is
Motion and a
for.
second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign.
Great.
We are adjourned. Call the February 26, 2026 Board of Zoning Appeals meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Huh?
Does I have the AP minutes signed yet?
Oh, no, we haven't.
Okay, well, good thing you're sitting next to, Darren again.
Okay, Madam Secretary, roll call, please.
Jeff Fisher,
Here.
Aaron Price,
Present.
Bill Free,
Present.
Richie Stevens.
Here.
Bill McDaniel,
Present.
Jeff Wesley.
Present.
And Beverly Rude.
Okay, before us, we have, minutes of the January 22nd, 2026 BZA, meeting. Do you see any additions or corrections? Okay, if not, I will entertain a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
A motion, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
A motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Okay, next up, we have a public hearing this evening for 402 Oak Street. Petitioner's asking for a special exception 63, transmission, radio, TV, etc., miscellaneous towers, to allow the construction of ground-mounted satellite dishes within fenced compound to provide wireless internet service. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to open the public hearing.
Make a motion.
Have a motion, do we have a second? Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Public hearing is open. Okay, are you here to speak on that?
For the record, my name's Randy Jones, I'm with Viasat, and we are filling in an address, correct? That's typically how it is. Anyway, we're located, my office is located at 349 Inverness Drive South, Englewood, Colorado. The site consists of 2 antennas, to support equipment, takes up 700 square feet. Some of the questions, I guess, how long does it take to build it? About a week and a half. It provides wireless internet service to homes, and the airlines also use it. We have service with the airlines, but primarily for people's homes that don't have access to fiber or cable typically. And it's a very simple build. I mean, you probably saw the drawings, so usually it's easier to answer questions than for me to drone on it.
I do have one question. The main thing I can see is I didn't look at full-size drawings. Let's see, so screening along Oak Street for the dwellings on the other side.
Yeah,
Yeah, vegetative screening.
yeah, there's a big,
Yeah, because I know there's that already, so I didn't know if you're gonna keep that or you're gonna.
Oh, no, we won't touch it. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't recently touched that.
And then,
I was there this afternoon. I mean, it's
Yeah.
actually nice to have.
yeah, and,
For the cell tower too.
yeah, would there be any to then to, on the south side of the compound?
We don't plan on it.
No. And, yeah, well, it's a smaller compound by, significantly smaller compound than the cell tower.
In the cell tower, the SPS
Yeah.
there.
And the cell tower so you can really see, notice with the cell tower is when you look up there, you see the actual, building that has, the electronic equipment in it.
It looks like a Verizon. I mean, I've used to be in, well, the cell world, so it looks like a Verizon.
Yeah, it is, it is.
And there's another carrier too, but
Yeah.
it must be T-Mobile if I had to bet.
It's all it's for is the internet.
Yes, that's what it provides.
Okay.
It feeds to it feeds to the new satellite that launched, that, Google, she was launched, late last year. It will dock in its orbital slot, we call in May. And then our other sites are in Ireland and Indiana and all over the country, will start being aimed at it. And then this one is scheduled to be built in the summertime, and of course, it'll be aimed at it too.
Okay. So somebody who then is the, say, a rural residential customer, what sort of gear do they end up needing?
They'll get their own little dish, they'll get their routers, and that's about it. So they'll talk to the satellite, and how it works is that you're on the internet at your home,
Yep.
you'll talk to the satellite will come back down to us, down to the fiber lines, to the data centers you folks are talking about, and then on to wherever they're trying to get to on the internet. And then back and forth. It actually works rather quickly. I have a home in rural Missouri, and I had it there for forever and a day at that home.
So these are primarily receiving antennas.
It transmits and receives.
Oh.
So it will transmit wherever you're trying to get. So if you're trying to get to a news site, you'll go to the satellite back down to us to where you're going. It receives and transmits.
Okay, so that's comparable size and works, the one everybody's familiar with is the satellite television.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, except for our antennas are smaller on the ground,
Yeah.
quite a bit smaller than theirs. Those of us old enough to remember the giant ones that you used to put in your backyard, I mean, those things as big as a house. Young folks don't realize how big stuff used to be.
Yeah, I've seen a few here and there, then you say, what the hell am I gonna do with it?
Yeah, is it even operational anymore? I'm wondering. I don't think they do digital. I suspect they're not operational. I haven't seen one in years, to be honest.
Well, I've seen some turned into fish ponds.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Bird nest, I guess, giant bird nest.
How is the grade gonna look as far as the way the ground is? Because
It'll
it's-
stay pretty
it's
much the same.
Sort of at an angle right now.
Yeah, not by much. I was there just this afternoon. It'll be leveled out some because our equipment has to be leveled. But generally speaking, there won't be much earthwork done by us. We don't normally do much earthwork. I mean, that grade's like, what, 2 feet over there maybe? Yeah, 2 or 3, can't be any more than that. And that'll just be really smoothed off so that it'll set flat.
Yeah. Well, then if you set it flat, you're basing it on the south grade, then that's gonna even drop it and make it less noticeable from down
Oh, yeah,
to down
definitely.
to south, yeah.
As it levels out like that. I did meet the local dog that was over there too. He came up to me.
What type of utilities will you be using?
100 amp, but we only draw about 50, if that. And then the fiber line that's already there, it's serving that cell tower, so we'll pull off of that. There's even power there because of that cell tower there, so they didn't even have to, power company didn't have to install fiber. Or, I'm sorry, power.
Yeah. So it's pretty much already ready?
Yeah, it's really well set up. I mean, that's why we chose it, 3 years ago. But we didn't, our first satellite failed. Like I said, if you Google this, you'll see that. And the second one we launched and it's fine, but that slowed us down. Otherwise, I'd have been before you 3 years ago asking to build that and many other sites that we had to put on hold at the time.
Yeah, because I noticed the signatures with Mr. Clark from 23.
That's right, yeah. He just signed another easement with the power company, get the power to our site from their facilities.
Once they're installed, what's like our max height?
About just under 9 feet, let's call it 9 feet for round numbers.
It's lower than a house,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, does anybody have any further questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, this time we'll close is there anyone else here to speak in the public hearing? Seeing no one else, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Public hearing is closed. Okay, do we have any discussion?
Bill, does this meet the accessory uses that we just
No, actually, this doesn't
It's over
because.
3 feet,
Yeah,
and he said 9 feet.
yeah, because so it's still a special exception because it's more along the lines of a cell tower based on the use. So it's a commercial. The other one it's really referring to is that 3 feet, the maximum of 3 feet. That has to do with basically the residential types of cell service. But no, this one isn't affected by that amendment. Now, if it was gonna be for a residence, be a different story. But,
Yep.
as he said, don't know who would have one or who still has one, and are they still even a part of a functional system?
Okay. If there's no further discussion, I'll entertain a motion to either approve or reject.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. That is approved. All right.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Okay, well, what I'll be sending you, an email, is the notice letter that on this date your special exception was approved.
That'll be going to my vendor, SSC, I think, right? Yeah. Lloyd or, you can order that one, but I hear you.
Yeah, so whoever wants me to, just whoever's gonna be, I'm gonna send it to, just, you can check with them to see if they have whoever contact that they wanna get a copy of that letter.
Absolutely.
Yep,
Awesome. Thanks again.
yep.
Okay, next up we have the director's report. If I have any questions on that for Bill?
Nope. I'll make a motion, we accept the director's report.
I have a motion to accept. Do we have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Any other discussion this evening? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
I have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. All those
Third.
in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. We are adjourned.